This definitely is not the most exciting car out there, but it has its own advantages. The second generation Toyota Prius was available from 2004 to 2009. The interior looks quite futuristic even by today's standards. You either like it or hate it, or you don't mind. But the build quality is good, the materials are durable, and using all the features is quite simple. The interior is spacious too. It's also quiet, mainly because of the strictly aerodynamic design of the exterior. But if you are buying a car which has fabric interior, then keep in mind that in some places the fabric can be more worn, like on the seats and especially on the front center armrest. The quality of the paint job is not the very best, because it's applied as a quite thin layer. Because of this, a fair amount of owners complained about stone chips on the front of the car. So, just check the paint job properly before buying. On the other side, the rust protection is on a very high level. This is an exceptionally reliable car, but there are some things which can go wrong. First of all, I would highly recommend to check the interior for water leaks. Check the floor under the dashboard and mainly the trunk spare wheel area. The water can leak into the trunk through small cracks which are located right under the roof, in these corners basically on both sides of the car. After sealing the cracks, there should not be any more water leak. By the way, both of the batteries are located in the trunk area. The regular small 12-volt battery as well as the main battery pack. And you know, batteries and water, well, that's definitely not the best combination. The next problem can be with the main multifunction touchscreen display, which can fail on early production cars made to 2005. There is a big possibility that the inverter coolant pump will fail, usually after 160,000 kilometers. The price for this pump is around €100, so I would recommend to replace this coolant pump with the coolant fluid after 160,000 kilometers. You should also occasionally clean the battery cooling fan, mainly on older high-mileage cars or on cars which were used to transport dogs or pets in general, because the fan can accumulate dust and hair, which in the worst case can result in overheating the batteries. For most of the people, the scariest part of this car is the main battery pack, because everybody knows that replacing it is expensive. However, the batteries can usually withstand a lot. Actually, they should withstand the lifetime of the car, which is somewhere between 240,000 kilometers and 400,000 kilometers, or 10 years. Of course, there are some cars which have even 500,000 kilometers and they still have the original battery pack from the factory. Generally, the batteries wear out faster if the car is not used regularly. On the other side, the batteries can be still in a good condition in high-mileage cars, for example. The price for a new battery pack is around €3,000, including the labor. However, there are companies which sell a refurbished battery pack for around €900. The regular 12-volt battery in this Prius will last approximately 4 years, but it can last longer if you are using the car regularly on longer journeys and not in very hot climate areas. If it's worn, then it can cause various electrical problems and malfunction messages. This Toyota had several recalls, for example because of a possible loss of steering control or because of the airbags. So as usual, pay attention to these things and buy a car with regular maintenance history. The standard equipment included things like air conditioning, multifunctional steering wheel, cruise control, power mirrors and all windows, and the multifunctional touchscreen display with radio. But you can find also cars which have leather interior, navigation system, heated front seats, Bluetooth hands-free system or the JBL sound system. The facelifted version was made from 2005. It included minor exterior and interior updates. They also improved the interior sound insulation, the body rigidity and the suspension setting too. The price for this Toyota starts at €2,998 and it goes up until €12,400 for a low mileage example. This car was available with only the 1.5-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine, which is combined with an electric motor. The petrol engine is very reliable, which means that you can most of the time expect only regular issues. On the other side, it can have sometimes problem with oil consumption even after 160,000 kilometers. So don't forget to check your oil level regularly. The engine is equipped with timing chain, which is usually alright. This Prius has a special CVT transmission, which is most of the time very reliable, but it can rarely fail. The price for a new transmission is around €3,000. To extend the lifetime of this component, you should definitely change the transmission fluid at least every 120,000 kilometers. But the best is to change it after 90,000 kilometers. Of course, check it before buying. It should work smoothly without some kind of a strange noise. The interesting thing is that the brakes usually last for a very long time because of the regenerative braking feature. Check the car properly before buying. Look for any weird paint defects, the gaps between the body panels should be even, and as usual, check for any weird noises from the suspension. I hope that this information are helpful enough. If you have personal experience with this car, then write it into comments. Thanks for watching.